Have you ever wondered why you act the way you act, or why you put yourself in certain situations? I want you to think about the way you act, your facial expression, the values accepted by you, the way you talk, everything. Is there a reason behind these traits, or is it just plain coincidence? My name is Angelica Santiago, and I'm here to talk with you about how the environment affects your behavior as an adult, as you were subject to different experiences as a child. You as a person are more prone to positive and negative behaviors because of the environment that you were raised in. Some examples of negative behaviors would consist of low-income families, single-family homes, and even having stressful parents could affect you because it can cause poor childhood outcomes. There's a variety of things. Some examples of positive outcomes would be like your parents having a relationship with your teacher, or praising you to be the best you can be, or having supportive role models in your household like your mother, your brother, aunt, uncle, and even your parents. There are tons of information and hours spent on research to debate if a person is affected by the environment, or if a person's genetic background or DNA plays a role in that human behavior. Of course, your DNA from your biological parents play a role in who you are, why you chose to pick up that doll over a toy truck, or why you chose to kiss that boy over a girl. But you are more than just your DNA. You are learning to be who you are because of what you experienced as a child. Your parents steered you away from picking up that toy truck. Your exposures to the world showed you to kiss that boy and not that girl. So all in all, it is not your DNA who makes you who you are. It is your environmental factors and life experiences that do. Experiences that you had as a child were very powerful, and they play a huge role in your decision making as an adult. Your interest and your attitude towards life experiences is a reflection of how your parents portrayed an experience. It is almost like the saying, you are a product of your environment. Your parents, your childhood friends, and your grown-up friends that you hang out with today now shape who you are as an individual. Influences that separate our social outcomes, like our family, social status, and our neighborhood that we live in, all contribute to your behavior. Now let's put your life into perspective. As you're continuing your education as a college student, you are spreading your wings and trying to find new things on your own. You were taught at a young age and during your teenage years on what is right and what is wrong. How do you think you learned those experiences? How do you think you learned these behaviors? How are you going to determine if you should go out with your friends over studying for a midterm? Are your parents' voices popping into your head not to go out and study for that midterm? Well, it's all about how you were raised and how well your exposure to doing well was taught to you. Let's talk about two different scenarios. Scenario number one. Imagine you were raised in an impoverished environment. You were limited to positive role models, and your parents lacked to give you the appropriate social behaviors needed in life. Your parents only had some education, and they worked paycheck to paycheck. Now I'm going to give you scenario number two. Scenario number two. Imagine that you are raised in a positive environment with a support system behind you like your parents and family members, both parents being college graduates and have high-paying jobs. You are always required to do your homework and excel at whatever you do. How do you think your decision-making as a growing adult would play out in each setting? Studies have shown that children like scenario number two are more prone to have good social skills and are more likely to succeed as adults. They have the ability to share and cooperate with others in a more positive way. In scenario number one, where the child comes from an impoverished environment, studies say children are having harder times resolving conflicts, sharing with their peers, and cooperating with others. They are more prone to have problems with the law, have behavioral issues, and maybe even have substance abuse. Several other factors are likely to affect the way individuals process information and to react to that information a certain way. These factors change in the course of the development and environmental exposures that you have. Strong attitudes or habits exhibited through experiences from your neighborhood, parents, and other life experiences play a huge role and how you were going to react to a situation. Like being taught assertiveness and ambition, being able to control your anger when you do not like what's going on, having close friendships, and even being taught self-confidence. These are all factors that you should have been taught at a young age to help you as a growing adult. All of these tend to make you more resistant to incoming messages that will seem to be discriminated in some kind of way. And now it is up to you how you are going to take that message and what you are going to do with that message to make the best decision possible. An important key to remember is that you are able to alter how you treat an experience when they come at you. When you have children, you are able to start a fresh generation where you can have a positive outcome in your child's life. So as you start to have children on your own, or you're spending lots of time with either your niece or your nephew, remember to be a good role model. Modeling your best behavior in front of small children will assure that it will make that much of a difference. Distract when all is necessary. Children are imitators and will pick up on anything that grabs their attention. Focus on the positive and stay away from the negative. This will help your child develop strong decision-making skills, and your child will be able to identify positive and negative situations that they will soon be a part of as an adult. Now, I went over how the environment changes your behavior and how every situation that you're in affects who you are when you make your decisions. So just remember, when you start to have children, just keep in mind that you want to put your best effort forward and having a positive attitude. So I hope that everything that you learned today, you learned that the environment plays a role. And I hope you have a great day.